So welcome What If Naruto Was Got New Red Fox Naruto x Balalaika x Tayuya movie. Inside of a traditional there's tons of bakken, katanas, serval weapons, and guns wooded floor pictures of family. A Minato blonde hair man with shoulder-length hair and blue eyes wearing an all-blue kimono wielding a bakken. Who is at the age of 25 years old. Behind him is his wife Kushina Uzumaki, a redhead woman with violet eyes wearing a purple kimono, white lily designs covering it with a yellow bow, who appears to be 25 years old. Next to her his niece Karen, a redhead girl with spiky hair, glassed red eyes wearing a pale purple kimono wearing a red bow, who appears to be 16 years old. Next to her is Nagato, passive skinny red-head man, long bangs covering his right eye, having piercing pale violet eyes wearing a black button-up shirt, tan pants, who appears 20. Facing the blonde man is a replica of him but having short blonde hair, blue piercing eyes, 6 whisker marks on his cheeks, wearing a black kimono top, orange belt and wearing orange hakama pants, donning a bokken. Both staring passive at each other. "Fight," said Kushina. Both father and son are clashing at each, trying to hit each other. Minato swings at his head but Naruto dodges left, jumps back, gets back into stance, sweeps at his feet. Minato back flips, pulls a shuriken out, throws it. Naruto uses his bokken to block it, repels the shuriken. Back hit his father in the ribs, then punch him in the stomach, steals his bokken, now having 2 bokkens, but before he can do anything Minato blocks both bokken, then hits him in the throat, giving Minato full advantage, thus winning the duel. "Very good Naruto-kun," said Minato, smiling at his son with proud, bowing to him respectfully. "Thank you dad, I am glad you're proud," said Naruto with a bow, smiling. "I have always been proud of my son," smiling said Minato. Then Naruto get tackled down by his energetic redhead mother. She start hugging and swinging Naruto around while everyone had anime sweat drop. "Good thing Kushina knows how to break tension," thought Karen with sweat drop. "Good thing Oba Kushina-chan knows how to break tension," thought Karen with sweat drop at her hyper aunt as Kushina finally drops Naruto, who has animated swirling eyes, who sits down trying to get his bearings after the roller coaster known as Kushina. Minato and Kushina then go in their room to rest after a long day. Naruto, Nagato and Karen are in the living, sitting down watching TV, enjoying the day, drinking orange juice. "So, Karen-chan, how was your mission with that insane family?" Daihuchi said. Naruto with his hands behind his back. Nagato and Kushina looked confused at what their cousin confused, then they have a knowing look on their face. "Ahahaha, you mean Uhichis? Yeah. The mission was good. That Itachi guy helped me, killed his psychotic family. His little brother Sasuke kept blabbing about being an elite or something. I wasn't really paying attention. After slit the little fucker's throat with my trusty little knife before I killed the shit stain. I killed his crazy father, then his psychopath slut of a mother, then I shot Itachi back in the head. Well, it was Hirohito-sama who ordered the death of the Uhichis after they planned to do a retarded coup," said Karen as she drinks her water while she's laughing at how pathetic that family is. Naruto and Nagato remember how much their cousin Karen hated that family. They also thought it funny how a bunch of arrogant thieves thought themselves men among gods. "Yes, it seems like that arrogant bunch did diverse to die," said Nagato. "Nagato, how was your mission with those family?" "Was training those canines to kill a small village," said Naruto while looking at his cousin as Nagato, who was drinking tea. "The mission went well. That Inuzuka clan weren't really hurt. All it took was a little cocaine, adding it to the dog food. The dogs killed the Inuzuka clan," said Nagato while smirking at how easy killing of those Inuzuka. "Wow, you guys are so lucky going on missions. That seems awesome. I can't wait till my training is done, Dadbeo," said Naruto with a lot excitement just thinking of all missions he will do. Naruto then widened his eyes. Remember, today's training was his assessment to see if he was ready. Naruto then has a grin that would bring shame to the Joker. Naruto then start jumping around with excitement that rivals a person who just won the lottery. While Karen and Nagato look at their little cousin strangely, but then remember their Oba Kushina rubbed off of him. Well, at least he's not some loud, obnoxious, annoying boy yelling about being the next Empire of Japan to the world. Kami helped them if Naruto became some hyperactive assassin, which they were glad he isn't because he would be dead on his first mission. "So, Naruto-kun, what's got you so happier than Stan Lee after creating the Fantastic Four?" asked Karen, looking at her cousin hoping he will tell her and Nagato. "I just remember today Oda-san said today will be final test to see if I am ready to start taking mission. Oda-san and Ka-chan said if I pass they have a mission for to kill this Haruno family who are planning to get enough people to do a suicide bombing in the heart of Tokyo, and they want me to kill all the family members including their daughter Sakura. So, do you guys think I am ready to go on mission?" asked Naruto while looking nervous and excited at hearing his two favorite cousins. They may be his only cousins but they are still his favorite. Well, I believe you are ready, Naruto-kun, said Nagato, calming as he believes Naruto is ready. He can already tell Naruto will be a powerful force of nature. Hell, when sparring with Naruto left me a couple bruises. Hell, the places where he hit me nearly broke my bones. I feel bad those who piss him off, thought Nagato. Shivers at the thought of a piss off Naruto. Uzumaki is a dangerous thing, something you should only wish for your worst enemy. I am with Nagato-kun on this one. To Naruto-kun, you have trained since you were 4 years old. Hell, now if you fought a pro kendo I know you well demolish one. Hell, Minato-kun even has a problem keeping up with you sometimes. So, yes, I think my Naru-kun is ready, said Karen, smirking at embarrassing Naruto. It was always a fun thing to do and she enjoyed it, watching Naruto cheeks turn a shade red. If only the Uzumaki family would have known what is going to happening in the upcoming days. Inside Minato and Kushina's room, inside their mom, was fairly large king-size bed. Bookshelf, 2 katanas, a picture of Minato and Kushina at their wedding. Minato and Kushina are laying on their bed. Minato is wearing a blue shirt and black shorts while Kushina is wearing a long-sleeve green shirt with the red Uzumaki swirling whirlpool on the back of the shirt and wearing some gray long pants. So, Mina-kun, what do you think of Naru-kun's final test? I think he's ready for his first mission, but what about you? What do you think? Asked Kushina as she sits up looking at her husband who was groaning and mumbling about 12-year-old kids being too dangerous and ice-packed. Kushina giggles at her husband in pain, but she can simplify after she remembers sparring with her son. Flashback. 1 year ago. It was a nice day with the sun out. Plants start blooming where sakura trees start blooming. Naruto and Kushina are in the backyard. Naruto is wearing a white shirt with some black pants and Kushina is wearing a black tank top and some blue pants, both welding a bokken. Fight, said Nagato as he quickly gets away. Naruto and Kushina both charge at each other trying to get a hit. She swings for his head, he drops to the floor hitting her in the ribs, then hits her in the thigh. Kushina quickly getting distance from her son, groaning in pain at the hit. Naruto then tries to finish it by hitting her on the head. Kushina rolls on her back. As she gets up she comes at him. They are both hitting bokken. Kushina holds Naruto bokken down. Kushina then knees Naruto in the chest, then striking him in the chest. Naruto quickly gets up hitting Kushina at rapid speed, but luckily Kushina is a master. She dodges the attacks hitting the bokken. Each together she come at him rapid pace, hitting him in the ribs, arms and legs, then kicks him in the stomach. Kushina then falls to her knee. Win goes to Kushina. Namikaze Uzumkai, said Nagato. Nagato and Naruto then helps Kushina up. Are you okay, Ka-chan? Said Naruto with a worry expression. Yeah, I am okay, son, said Kushina, having grim smile, regretting sparring with her son. He was strong and quick, deadly combination. Naruto, Nagato, and Kushina are still in the living room talking among themselves about nothing. Usually you would think a 12-year-old kid like Naruto would want to talk about cartoons and other things, but not this 12-year-old. He is much more mature in something. They noticed Kushina running into the living room with Minato not too far behind, being dragged in, having a comical animated swirling eyes, proving Minato just went through a roller coaster, more known as Kushina happy mode. What's up, Oka? Kushina-chan asked Karen, wondering what's got her. Oka-chan so happy she had a guest, but she wanted no. She knew Nagato knew why she was so happy, but both waited if it is the reason they think. We have an important announcement, so shut up and listen, Yano said. Kushina with a megawatt smile. Kushi-chan is right, I do have an important announcement. Naruto, after the years training you have been the most greatest moments I have seen you try so hard something. If you don't get it, you even were able to learn dual sword style, another weapon in which your Kasen and I don't know how to use. So if by the head of Namikaze clan I, Minato Namikaze, nominate you Naruto Uzumaki, the next assassin of the Namikaze and Uzumaki family. Congratulations, Naruto-kun. Naruto then jumps around yelling, I did. Naruto then calmed down, looked straight at his father. Thank you, father, I promise I won't let you down and disgrace the family name, said Naruto, having a serious face. He knew he couldn't fuck this mission up, it was extremely important. You can never disappoint me, I will always be proud of you, my son, said Minato while smile at his son. Yeah, I almost forgot, son, your mission starts in 2 days, so that's enough to get ready, don't you think? It can give you time to research about the targets and you will know what they look like. I trust you, my son. Meanwhile, at the Imperial Palace, looking like one for royalty, the Emperor Akihito is in his office reading over papers with narrowing eyes. Glaring down in front him is a Japanese man with slick brown hair with brown eyes, wearing a brown suit jacket and pants, white dress shirt and with a black tie, looking in his late 30s. This man is the Emperor right-hand man Sasuno Mamushi. There standing next to him was woman around the age of early 40s with brown shoulder-length hair wearing a dark brown business jacket, black skirt, black pantyhose with black high heels. This woman is Hawaii Tega. Oh yes, correct, not to forget they're getting hard to control. Said Hawaii Tega. So, Akihito-sama, what do you want to do about the Uzumaki clan? They have been loyal but they're getting too strong and harder to control. Said Sasuno with an impassive face, waiting for his lord. You're right, even though they have helped us they are getting too dangerous, so after Naruto Uzumaki first mission we shall end them. This is the word of the emperor, demanded Akihito, who has narrow eyes. He never really did trust a family who trains their family to be killers at a young age. In 2 days the death of the Uzumaki clan shall be done, thought Akihito. If only Akihito would know what he created after doing this. Back at the Uzumaki house, Naruto is in his room looking over the folders. The first is a fair-skinned woman with shoulder-length blonde hair with a single bang which falls down into her face. She also has green. She is a woman in her late 30s. And this woman is Mebuki Haruno, is one of leaders of We Are People. It is an organization who focus on peace and will do anything for peace. She is the vice president of the organization. The next folder is a man who's in his early 30s, is a kind-faced man with blue eyes and dull pink hair which is styled into the shape of a sakura blossom. He is the president of the We Are People. Naruto then moves on to there is a young girl around his age with back-length bubblegum hair, bangs going down to her eyebrows showing off her giant forehead with emerald green eyes, having a petite young face. She is Sakura Haruno, the daughter of Kazashi and Mebuki. Naruto then continues. Read the files, remember his first incidents. Flashback 3 years ago. It was summer, birds chirping, the streets were busy as any other day at the school at Akai Hanakame Elementary School. Made it up. At the school there little kids wearing the general Japanese uniform. At the school the children wear black dress jacket, white button-up, blue ties with blue pants, and the girls wear a dark blue uniform. Inside a fairly large cafeteria there is a young Naruto Uzumaki sitting next to a boy his age, looking rather lazy and who looks sleepy with pineapple-like hair and cool brown eyes. This boy is Shikamaru Nara, Naruto's best friend. Next to him is a boy with sky blue hair. Long hair held up in a pointy tail bun with yellow narrow eyes. He is Akua Jindao, a boy whose family run a cruise line. Next to him is a pale young girl with a kind shy face with shoulder-length dark blue hair. This girl is Hinata Hyuga, heiress of the Haiwa family, a strict family who practice kendo. She is also Naruto's best friend who has a crush on him. Next to her is a redhead giving a mean look girl reaching to her back with brown piercing eyes. This girl is Tayuya Uzumaki, Naruto's cousin. On the other side is on the table is a pale-looking girl with bright lavender eyes having bright blonde hair going down to her knees. This girl is Shion, a friend of Hinata's who, like Hinata, likes Naruto. Next to her is a smart, kind and orange hair girl, bangs covering right side of her hair with big dark teal eyes. This girl is Mai Bai Yuta, a Chinese-Japanese girl whose parents are in the force. Next to her is a boy with short black hair wearing blue glasses having narrow brown eyes. He is Kinzoku Tamari. He's from a military family. Next to him is a pretty boy with long green hair held up in a bun with bright blue eyes. He is very cute. Anpan. He is the son of the famous fashion designer Manaki Winazuka. Next to her is a girl with fair shin, waist-length white hair and gray eyes with multiple circular patterns eyes. She is Ryazetsu, an orphan child who Naruto befriending. Next to her is a boy with green blonde hair with his bangs covering his right eyebrow. His left eye is blue while his right eye is golden brown. He is Kurama Lilican. These are Naruto's friends who he has known since kindergarten. While the kids are eating, laughing, telling each other what they are going to do, even Tayuya, who is a foul-mouthed young girl, walking up to them as the school's most popular girls. Well, depending on who you ask, these girls are known as Kyodana Mainu Garapu, or the Mighty Bitch Group. The leader of these girls is Sakura Haruno, having the face of arrogance. Next her Ino Yamanaka, the daughter of Inoichi, who works at a flower shop. Next her is Amy, a girl with spiky purple hair with brown eyes. Behind her is an arrogant snobby face blonde girl with twisting pigtails with dark blue eyes. This girl is Ravel Phoenix. While walking up to Naruto's group she looks at them, checking them out. Naru Baka, what the hell are doing, demanded Sakura, while Naruto group groaning at having to deal with the four pain in the asses, while Hinata and Shion growled, not liking Sakura. Actually nobody did. Naruto looking at her said, what the fuck do you want? Haruno Baishunpu growled. Naruto not wanting to deal with her while everyone is giggling at what he says, he couldn't help but smirked. Who dare you say that to Sakura? Naruto, you should be grateful we're even talking to you, said Ino with her face at hearing Naruto calling her face a whore. I think we'll be grateful if y'all sluts get the fuck away from us before we catch HIV, yelled Tayuya, looking pissed with a smirk, happy telling the bitches what she been thinking. Shut up Tayu, Minu, yelled. Said Amy, what you say bitch, you wanna go bitch, I'll fuck your slutty ass up, yelled Tayuya as she stands up, but Hinata and Shion both hold her back. Just tell me what the hell you want already, demanded Naruto. He already knew what it was, but he just wanted them to leave already. Okay, I'll get straight to the point, Naru Baka. I want you to vote for me for class president and tell your parents to join We Are People so my parents get more members, said Sakura with a confident smile with a hint of arrogance, thinking they are going to do what she says. No. No thanks. No. No way, I am good. Hell no, go fuck yourself you stupid bitch, said everyone except Shikamaru, who choose wisely to sleep and ignore everyone. Yeah. How about no way and go fuck yourself, said Naruto without even looking. The group weren't surprised since Naruto hated Sakura very much. You will vote for me and tell your idiot of a father and whore of a moth. Sakura didn't get enough time to finish her sentence. She found her throat being crushed by two hands. She looks, opens her eyes. The whole cafeteria went silence as Naruto and Tayuya strangles her. She is now terrified. She stares at Naruto as he glares at her with narrowing eyes. Everyone in the cafeteria could have sworn they saw a giant 10-tailed monster with blood-red eyes and vicious sharp teeth that makes a full-grown dragon look like a hatching. If you in every insult my parents, I'll snap your fucking neck. God bitch, got it, yelled a very pissed of Naruto. Yes, said a very scared Sakura as she pees her pants. Tayuya then glares at her. Understood, good, now clean yourself up bitch, said Tayuya as both of them drop Sakura glaring at her. Flashback end. After that he hasn't seen Sakura, Revel, Amy, or Ino. He honestly was going to kill her if she ever insulted his parents, and he knew Tayuya had his back. He then puts away the files, walks out his room, going outside into small house which looks traditional. He knocks the door. There is Karen, looking older, wearing a black shirt and black shorts with a hand on her hip, smirking at her cousin with a toothy grin, already hearing his first job. Sue. How you feeling, Naruto-kun? Finally get to kill the fucking slut, said a smiling Tayuya with her singing about killing a banshee. It feels good to finally kill Haruno. Besides, with her family starting problems, I get to kill her, but I also wanted to talk about a bad feeling I've been having, said Naruto, looking serious. Wait, you to get the feeling shit going to hit the fan, said and also serious Tayuya. Yay, I don't know what it is, but whatever, better get ready. I already told Ka-chan, Karen-chan, Nagato-kun and Oda-kun. Well, I just wanted to tell you good night, Tayuya-chan, said Naruto. Yay, night. Naru-kun smiles back at him. It's around noontime. After getting ready, Naruto puts on his assassin clothes, which all black suit and mask with twin katanas, 2 M13 pistols, shrunken holster. Basically think about the new Foot Clan soldier in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, or you can look it up. Naruto then pulls out a container. Inside the container is a rare poison with cobra, viper, Black Widow, Scorpion, and carbon monoxide. Naruto then leaves his house, sneaking around Japan to the Haruno family, who live in 20 miles away. It might seem like a long way for a person, but a person like Naruto Uzumaki, it's a walk in a work, simply due to his training. He has trained in endurance and stamina. It only took Naruto half an hour. While jumping rough to rough, he couldn't help but get a bad feeling what might happen to his family, but for the sake of the mission he puts in the back of his head. Finally Naruto makes it to the house. The house is fairly large, blue and dark brown, with sakura blossom trees. Naruto then sneaks into the house. While sneaking around, he sees Kazashi making hodo, as a popular regional dish originating from Yamanashi, Japan, made by stewing flat udon noodles and vegetables in miso soup. He sees Kazashi walking out the kitchen to get some of the vegetables. Naruto then drops from the ceiling, landing like a cat without making a sound. Quickly walking over to the pot, he pours 1 cup worth of poison. He then quickly gets back on ceiling using some built-in claws made by Tayuya. Not many, nobody really knows, but his whole suit and gun are made by Tayuya. Kizarashi, Mebuki, and Sakura are eating food. 5 minutes later, the family starts to coughing, smoking. The family then falls on the table dead, while Naruto is smirking at how a good job he done. He's just happy nothing happened to fuck up his mission and ruin everything. Naruto then pours the soup and the bowls down the sink. He then cleans and washes all the dishes. After cleaning them, he makes sure there's no evidence. Naruto then makes his way back to his house. Now that bitch Sakura dead, I wonder if I might run into other people I used to know, thought Naruto as he jumps rough to rough, quietly making no noise. He makes it home half an hour While walking into house he notice everything is destroy blood everywhere people in black suits with gas mask he then sees something he didn't want to ever see his cousin Karen with her whole right arm gone blood dripping with bullet holes where her rib cage is blood leaking from her mouth Karen then hear a gasp she sees her favorite cousin Naruto. Hey there, Naru-kun seems you were right about that bad feeling. I guess even being prepared we weren't able to walk out okay by the way how was your mission Naruto with tears in eyes seeing Karen talk like this he knows she's just putting up a front with him to seem strong I doesn't matter how my mission went Karen I want to know. Who the fuck did this yelled Naruto wanting to know who did this to his family lucky or unlucky depending on who you are Kushina, Minato, and Nagato walking up to him. But Minato is missing his right eye has bullet wounds where his kidney should be a bullet in his knees and Nagato is coughing out blood due to internal blood damage, don't know what is actually called, with his right arm cover in blood twisted in a way it should nt Kushina is missing her hand which looks like it has been cut off she has 3 bullets holes in her stomach Oda, Ka-chan, Nagato. Naruto yells tackling his parents crying Minato and Kushina hug their son letting him let all his emotion out Minato and Kushina felt really guilty having to ruin their last family moment but they know they have to. Listen Naruto-kun the people who did this are the emperor's men he ordered them to kill us all said Minato looking at his son for the last time Kushina then rubs her son's head making him look at her with fresh tears in both of their eyes Naru-chan you have to listen the people who did this was the emperor he is scared we might try to overthrow him till he got his royal guards to kill us but listen Minato. Nagato, Karen and I are already dead. I want you to walk over to Tayuya's place she's hiding in her hidden basement we told her not to come out until you get there got it said Kushina as she looks at Karen who was passed away from blood loss the only who seems alive is Minato, Nagato, and her Naruto then looks at her with a sad serious like face. Yes mom I understand said but suddenly Minato and Kushina push Naruto out the way Naruto wondering what's happening. Then hears a gun going off he looks at his parents who have been both shoot in the temple of their head the killer then shoots Nagato in the head with quick reacting Naruto throws his shuriken at the mon's gun it blows up on his hand causing them to bleed Naruto then pulls his M13 pistol shooting the man into the face Naruto then has a cold hardened face that will scare a full-grown lion Naruto walks over to his parents and cousins closes their eyes and pray hoping they are in a better place. Naruto then leaves the house and walk into the Tayuya small house carrying 2 duffel bag while walking downstairs Naruto knocks on the floor 3 times then taps it 4 times Tayuya comes out hugging her cousin with tears in her eyes. Are you hurt Tayuya-chan said an emotionless Naruto no I am good so. What the fuck are going to do asked Tayuya we're going to leave the county I don't want to live somewhere they would kill us simply doing our job said Naruto so. What you want to go to Ronipur no at least not now Tayuya-chan said Naruto both Naruto and Tayuya are seen walking away from the house ready for a new start on their life. Thus start the beginning of their lives leaving Japan forever the world will sooner or later begun to fear the name Uzumaki. 12 years later a 24-year-old Naruto and Tayuya is standing in front a beautiful blonde woman with D-cup breast with sky blue pupil-less eyes having scars on her body except on her face most might not find her beautiful but Naruto saw them as markings she learned while doing her job. Naruto and Tayuya has grown in the 12 years Naruto now having his hair like his father he has lost all the fat in his face giving him a handsome look he's also lean body like a swimmer. No homo so don't even say I am gay. Tayuya has also changed also losing fat in the face but now having a heart-shaped like face with her hair going down to her butt she keeps it together with a black bow she now has a body that will make the best model jealous with envy while tempting to kill. You might be wondering where our hero is and who this woman is the woman is Sofia Palvovena who appears in her late 20s. Well Naruto is in camp of the Soviet army and you're probably wondering what Naruto and Tayuya Uzumaki is doing in the Soviet Union. Well after leaving Japan they went to China to train with Kushina's grandparents Hashirama Senju Uzumaki and Mito Uzumaki and Hashirama's brother Tobarama Senju who is Japan's top military strategist and weaponsmith for 4 years and Hashirama's best friend Madara Uhicha who once was a general in the military. They spent with them learning about everything they will need to know about the world mathematics, economy and business, controlling their emotions, culture, and history. After the death of his family Naruto has now grown a hatred for cowards and people who let the power corrupt themselves. Naruto is wearing black gloves a brown short-sleeve war jacket with a bulletproof vest which has many pockets a black bucket hat brown pants with many pockets having his favorite M13 pistols and M1601 and black combat boots. Tayuya is wearing a brown tanker hat, long sleeve brown jacket, wearing a bulletproof jacket over it, wearing fingerless gloves, brown pants with many pockets and combat boot while wielding an M14 and an M1911. So, why have two Japanese people have joined the Soviet and want to be part of my unit? Asked Balalaika, staring at the Uzumaki cousins with cold and indifferent eyes. We are simply because our has been corrupted by power and he was weak, pathetic man who deserves to die in the most painful way possible, ma'am, said Naruto with emotionless eyes, but with each word Sophia can tell he has extreme hatred. And probably joined the Soviet because he wanted to test his skills against some other people. She can say the same with the red-headed woman. Okay, but what about girls, said Soifa, now looking at the redhead with the same cold, uncaring eyes with blinking. Tayuya stares at her. I am here for the same shit, my cousin, ma'am. Where he goes I go, we're in this shit together. Fuck, if he goes up against 100 shit faces I will be with killing those fuckers, said Tayuya with straight face, who still has a foul mouth. Sophia couldn't help but smirk at these two. She can tell these two are loyal. She also thought the blonde was hot. Where the fuck did that come from, thought Soifa. So, what kind of weapons you use or what are you best at? I'll have to find out. Can't have my two new soldiers being killed. Oh, and call me captain, said Soifa while still having a cold and impassive face, while most people who would seem offended, not Naruto and Tayuya, after being trained by Madara to control their emotions in any fight, even when the ones you know are dying right in front of you thanks to his training. Something like this said by their captain doesn't even affect you. I had been trained in using katanas, throwing knives, and guns. I mainly use M13 pistols and M16A4. I like using both swords and sword, captain, said Naruto in a cold military-like tone. I like my cousin also use swords, throwing knives and gun, but I mostly like using M14 and an M1911, captain. After the confirmation, Soifa realized Naruto and Tayuya are the type of people who will get any mission they are assigned without failure. Soifa then walks her two new soldiers to meet her team. Naruto and Tayuya meet a big muscular man with short black hair and golden brown eyes with scar going across the right side of his face. He then looks at Naruto and Tayuya. Impassive, captain, who are these two or new soldiers? Asked the man who looked calm, who seems to have a deep Russian accent. Yes, they're Boris the First. Want you to meet Naruto Uzumaki and Tayuya Uzumaki. Tayuya is going to be our sniper and Naruto is going to be with me. As I remember, you said I need someone to over my back, isn't that right, sergeant, said Soifa as she glares at Boris, who sweat drops along with Naruto. Tayuya, what the fuck, why does it seem more like I am? Naruto will be a babysitter to make sure doesn't die, thought both Naruto and Tayuya. Soifa sighs, then looks at Naruto and Tayuya. Alright, I want you to go back to your tent. Alright, orders Soifa. Seeing them both nod and walking away, she and Boris go to their tent to get some rest. When Naruto enters his tent, he can't help but think of how much his life has changed. He digs into his shirt, taking out a blue gem attached to a string, gripping it. I will become a force everyone will fear, said Naruto, staring up the ceiling. He couldn't help but find Soifa interesting. Naruto couldn't help but smirked. With Tayuya, so, it seems like we ending up in the Soviet Union. Who the fuck did we even end up here? Who the fuck cares as long as they fuckers can keep their hands to them fucking selves? It would end up like Ohio grumbles, hating their experience in Ohio. She never thought she would have to ever actually cut a man's dick off and actually shove it down his throat and shot another guy in the eye, then slitting his throat with her knife. Tayuya couldn't help but sigh at the shit they will probably get into. She then pulls out a cigarette, sparks, she smokes it, while couldn't help but feel something in their life is going to change. Thanks for watching.